kagum terhadap usia masjid. Juga saya berharap mudah-mudahan masyarakat Muslim Cina
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar.
Prior to this thing, to this meeting, we will use repressive forces if we are challenged. If there is no challenge, just an expression of their wishes, then it's okay. Why not? But if they challenge that, we'll do the repression. But that, of course, will depend also on the right of the president, the privilege of the president to do whatever necessary to defend on the defense of the territorial integrity of the nation. Thank you.
The Jakarta Post yesterday reported that on Wednesday a press statement in your name was issued by the Office of General Wiranto.
We have to think of the terms first, because up to now there is no term for it except for one thing, that Tengku Santiro would like to have an Islamic kingdom of Aceh, and this is unacceptable to me. Seen from this historical point, fifth happening was set of time, because
fallen on Indonesia. During the period 1983 and 1985,
because of this, the Chinese community that were spread in the islands of Indonesia.
Thank you, Professor Elwood, for your nice introductions. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Professor David Elwood, Dean of the John F. Kennedy School of Government, Professor John Thomas, faculty members, students, dear friends. I am honored to be here today to address the distinguished faculty and students of Harvard University. I am impressed with the turnout this evening, and for the students, I hope you are not here today as an excuse to skip class. I must admit, I have wanted to visit Harvard for a long time. Several of my ministers, successful businessmen, and military generals were fortunate to study here. Don't take this the wrong way, but I find it interesting that I did not end up working for people who went to Harvard. It's actually people who went to Harvard who ended up working for me. I am proud that my son, Captain Agus, was able to join this prestigious Harvard program. So now, other than being a loyal soldier in the Indonesian Army, he is also another Harvard student working for me. Several months ago, President Barack Obama made a historic speech in Cairo, seeking to redefine relations between America and Muslim world. As president of the country with the world's largest Muslim population, I would like today to respond to that speech. President Obama delivered his speech at Cairo University, one of the best universities in the Islamic world. I speak today at Harvard, the oldest and most prestigious university in America. And please do not tell people in Princeton and Yale I said this. But our objective is the same, to take a hard look at relations between the West and the Islamic world and to chart a new course forward. It is fitting that I come here after the G20 summit in Pittsburgh. For to me, the G20 is one manifestation of the change taking place in global politics. The G20 groupings, comprising some 85% of the world's GNP and 80% of the world trade, is not just an economic powerhouse, it is also a civilizational powerhouse. The G20 for the first time accommodated all the major civilizations, not just Western countries, but also China, South Korea, India, South Africa, and others, including significantly 3 countries with large Muslim populations, Saudi Arabia, Turkey, and Indonesia. The G7, the G8, or even the United Nations Security Council does not pose this distinction. The G20 is representative of a multi-civilizational global community. Perhaps this is why the G20 has been successful in arresting a global meltdown. The swift and coordinated actions of G20 economies have started the stabilization of our financial systems and restored confidence, prompting today's early sign of modest economic recovery. We are very pleased that at the close of Pittsburgh, the G20 has been institutionalized and looks set to be the premier forum for international economic cooperation. This comes not a moment too soon, for the world civilization should be properly represented in one defining forum. Civilization. They at once define us and divide us. Is harmony between our civilization truly elusive, so out of reach? Can we just not get along? 60 years ago, I should say 16 years ago, the late Samuel Huntington, a son of this university, published an essay proposing that after the Cold War, civilizations, regions, and cultures would become the defining feature of international relations and would constitute the primary cause of conflicts between and within nations. To me, the term clash of civilization itself is counterproductive. If they hear it often enough, some people may think that the word is such and accept it as reality. I don't believe the civilizations are inherently incompatible and prone to conflict when they interact. This is what I saw firsthand at the G20, where nations of diverse cultural backgrounds joined hands to address a common challenge. We spoke different languages through our headphones, but we understood one another. Huntington sought to understand post-Cold War fault lines and warned us of potential turbulence. This is not a trivial reminder. Civilization issues arrive in modern politics. As policymakers, our job is to prevent such prognosis from
our CEOs. Good morning. First, on behalf of Indonesian government and the people of Indonesia, I would like to thank you for your coming to my presentation. Today, I'm very happy to be with you, because you know, I was a businessman years ago. So this morning, I'm very happy because we can talk about business, about investment with all of you. The picture shows you our map of Indonesia. We have population 240 million, and the distance is like from London in UK to Istanbul in Turkey. And imagine, we have 17,000 islands. 17,000 islands. Our national budget on 2015 is 167 billion US. And for fuel subsidy is 27 billion US. It's huge. So we want to channel our fuel subsidy from consumption to the productive activity, from consumptive productivity to from consumptive activity to productive activity. We want to channel our fuel subsidy to the farmer for seed, for fertilizers, and also for irrigation. And we want to build the dam, 25 dams in 5 years from our fuel subsidy to maintain the water supply to the farming area. Some subsidy we want to channel to the fishermen, to give them boat engine, to give them refrigerator. We want to increase the income of the fishermen. Some fuel subsidy we want to channel to micro and small enterprise in the villages. We want to help them raise their working capital. And some subsidy we want to channel to the health program, the education program. And the subsidy we want to channel to the infrastructure. In 5 years, we want to build 24 seaport and deep seaport. As you know that we have 17,000 islands, so we need seaport and we need deep seaport. And this is your opportunity, 24 seaport and deep seaport. The picture shows you our Jakarta port, Tanjung Priok port. In 2009, the capacity is 3.6 million TEUs a year. And our plan in 2017 is around 15 million TEUs a year. This is the potential port in Indonesia. This is your opportunity. You want to build in Sumatra Island, in Kalimantan Island, in Java Island, in Sulawesi Island, in Maluku Island, and also in Papua Island. And we plan to build our railway track, railway network. Now we have already in Java, and we want to build in Sumatra Island, in Kalimantan Island, in Sulawesi Island, and also in Papua Island. This is your opportunity. Now we talk about mass transportation. We want to build our mass transportation in 6 big cities in Indonesia. We have started in Jakarta last year, and we want to build in Medan, in Makassar, in Semarang, in Bandung, in Surabaya. So this is also your opportunity. Because you know our national budget is limited. Now we talk our maritime agenda. We want to build SITOL. What is SITOL? SITOL is maritime transportation system to make our transportation costs lower, to make our transportation costs more efficient. We want to build from the west to the east. We hope not only the vessel can enter our SITOL, but also mother vessel can enter the SITOL. So the price, the cost of the transportation more efficient. For example, the price of the cement, one sack cement in Java Island is $6 per sack cement. But in Papua Island, the price is $150 per sack cement. Imagine, 25 times. So we hope with our SITOL, the price in all of the island is the same. Electricity. We need power plant. We need around 35,000 megawatt to build our industry, to build our project, to build our industrial zone, our manufacturing zone. So we need power plant. This is also your opportunity to invest in this project, because we need our power plant for manufacturing, for industrial zone. Many investors, a lot of investors, when they come to me, almost of them, they always complain about land acquisition. I will push my minister, my governor, my mayor to help clearing this problem. I have experience with land acquisition. When I was a governor, we have project Jakarta Outer Ring Road. Started 15 years ago, but it stopped 8 years ago because we had problem here. 1.5 kilometer unfinished, because there is 143 family do not accept with the compensation price. So last year, I invite them. I go to the ground and then I invite them for lunch and dinner for time. This is me. I invite them and then we talk about the problem for time meeting. And the problem is clear. And now the toll road has been used 7 months ago. This. Now we talk business permit. We have National One-Stop Service, National One-Stop Service Office that can help you, that will serve you, that will facilitate you, that will give you your business permit. For example, principal business permit need 3 days to process. Finally, again, on behalf of the Indonesian government and the people of Indonesia, I would like to thank you for your listening my presentation. We are waiting for you to come to Indonesia. We are waiting for you to invest in Indonesia. Thank you.